the video. So today what I'm doing is I'm gonna talk about what you should do on the GRE day, how it went for me, and what you can do to make it better. So like maybe if I could have known these things in advance, that would have been like much better. Okay, so what should you do? What's gonna happen when you actually go there? So first of all, just saying, if this is like your last day before the GRE, don't spend it studying. Don't spend it studying anything new. At least, even if you're studying, like just revise whatever you know. Don't go for something new, because that's just disastrous. You won't remember it, and that time will actually be wasted. So you can actually like revise stuff, because that will still help you out, but don't go for something new. Definitely don't go for anything new. Actually, in the last week even, I would recommend, but that's up to you. Okay, so once you get to the center, by the way, you should actually get to the center 30 minutes earlier, at least 30 minutes earlier, because well, they do start the procedure earlier, like the whole they're gonna basically check you and everything, so that's gonna take some time. So it's best if you actually go there early, and you're actually the first in line, so you don't have to wait for other people to be checked. You just go in straight away, and you're the first person going in or whatever, because that gets you like ready, and that's what you want, right? You don't want to like be late at the center and have like this psychological issue. So don't do that. It's best if you can go early. So when you actually go in, what you should do first is you'll get a locker key first of all. After, of course, you enter and you do all the formalities, you'll get your locker key. The lockers are kind of like big, so you can fit in your bag in there. Like, it's easy to fit in the bag most of the times. 90% of the people could fit it in, and it was pretty big. It looked pretty small to me at first, but it was pretty big. The second thing is that eatables. I highly recommend that you don't do what I did. I actually kind of like kept my eatables in my bag, because I was kind of early and people weren't really starting to keep it out on the table. But there was a table outside where I could have kept it, but that's okay. I didn't keep it outside. I just kind of like left it in my bag. So when I actually came back out, and this was kind of embarrassing, I actually did forget my key to my locker, so I wasn't really allowed to go back in, right? So I had to tell one of those guards or whatever that, yeah, dude, please help me out. I kind of left my key in there, so just get me my key. So he did get it, but you only have a 10-minute break. You don't want to waste time like that. So what I recommend is you actually like keep it on the table or outside somewhere, because no one's gonna actually eat your food. That's fine, because most of the people have their food. I don't know why people were bringing cakes and everything, because that's just kind of weird. Like, why would you bring a cake? Like, do you want a sugar rush at the exam or something? Just take something like I did. Actually, I took protein bars. You could do that. You could just take a Snickers instead if you like, but probably won't recommend something like Red Bull, or just don't take risks with something like this. Okay, it's your test day. I know it's huge for you, so okay. And apart from that, just keep it outside on the table or keep it outside somewhere, because you don't want to waste time. Even if you do bring the key in like me, but you don't want to waste time actually opening the locker and then closing it back down. It's like the 10-minute break is such a hoax, because half of the time is going to be taken by them for checking you when you're coming out, and then they'll check you again when you go back in. So it's not really a 10-minute break. Think of it more like a 5-minute break, because even you have to go to the washroom in your break, of course, and then you have to eat as well. So that's kind of like impossible. Like, when I went in, my 10-minute break was over, but don't worry about it, because the test won't just start exactly 10 minutes after. I mean, you do get some extra time, but that's not like listed. So still try to get in time, and yeah, just keep your food outside. That's better. Okay, that's that. So what's gonna happen when you reach there in the morning? Well, once you've packed up everything in the locker and basically kept everything on the table, the guy is going to the guy or the girl, whoever it is, they're going to give you some instructions about the test, how it's gonna go down, how the center works. So prometric is usually very, very what would you say, stringent about something. So you can't even take a piece of paper in, just so you know. So they'll tell you to check your pockets, they'll tell you just make sure that there's nothing in your pockets and everything, so that you can just make sure that when you're going in for the security check, you don't have to waste time over there. So okay, what you want to do is actually make sure you don't have anything in your pockets. Just keep it in your bag if you can, and then just wait to be called in. Now the thing about being called in is that you don't want to sit too far away from the door. Just look at the door, where the there's only going to be one door. You're gonna understand which one it is. That's the door in which you go to, and you can get your security check done, and then from there you go to the test center, the machine, the computer, whatever you want to call it. So actually sit near to that door. It's best if you can, because the people who sit near to the door have the opportunity to go in first. It's not like a queue, or it's not like they have any order. So just do that. That's for the best. Okay, now once we've got that out of the way, the security check, they are going to, by the way, at this point you need your passport and your locker key. So basically you'll have only these two things. You won't have a pen, so don't bring yours, don't bother. You don't need to bring anything apart from your food, by the way. You can have your whatever you want in the break, you can just bring it, and you can just keep it outside. That won't be with you in the test, so you'll have to come outside and then have it and then go back in. So that's why I told you there are going to be security checks, and you're going to be checked twice while coming out and while going in. Okay, so once you go in for the security check, you have your passport and your locker key. That's fine, they'll let you keep them. Okay, so once you're going in, they'll keep your passport with them, and they'll actually let you keep the locker key even when you go in. That's why I kind of forgot it. Okay, so at the security check, what they're going to do is, first of all, they're going to basically check you with this no, first of all, by the way, I forgot, yeah, you have to speak your name in the camera. So there's going to be a camera on the top right of the room. You're going to have to speak about yourself into it, not yourself, you have to just say your name, and I think that's it. Yeah, you have to just confirm your identity. So that's how it works. Once you've done that, you can actually get checked now. So they'll basically use an electronic detector. They'll just hover it over you. Okay, and they also tell you to check your pockets. So you're gonna have to take your pockets out and show them that you don't have anything into it. They also tell you to check your basically your socks. So you're gonna have to pull your pants up a bit and then show them that you don't have anything in your socks even. So they won't care even if your 10-minute break is getting over. They'll still make sure that the checking is done properly. So just know that that's your responsibility. Okay, this is when you're going in. Your passport will be taken. It will be kept by this lady at the counter, at the security post itself. So she'll keep it. When you come out, once you're done with the test, she'll give it back to you. Okay, and yeah, so the thing about the GRE is when you go in and when you're sitting in front of the computer, you can actually you can start regardless of whether it's time or not. If it's scheduled for 8 a.m, in my case it was 8 a.m, you don't have to worry about it being 7:55 or something. If they let you in, you can go in and you can start, and okay to like go in, but I think you should like wait for some people to actually, you know, come in, because you don't want to get disturbed when you're writing the essay. All right, so go in early, start a bit late, that's fine. Okay, well, there's one more thing actually. Extra sheets, they'll only give you 2 sheets with 2 pencils. Okay, so you can ask for replacements, by the way. You can ask for replacements of the sheet, you can ask for replacements of the pencil, whatever. So what I recommend is, after every section, just get your sheets replaced. Like, you know, even if you need them to be replaced or not, that's fine, but you know, get them replaced, especially like before the math section starts. Like I had 3 math sections, so I got them replaced every time. Okay, and yeah, use them like sparingly. Don't write huge, you know, in huge letters or huge writing. Don't do that, because you only get limited sheets. And how you get them replaced is you just raise your hand like that. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to speak. They have cameras all over the room, so when you raise the hand, they'll basically come to you. They'll get you the sheets. Prometric centers are kind of very good, so you don't have to worry about like if it's going to be like, you know, that you won't get it, or you're gonna have to wait for it a long time. The moment you raise your hand, someone will, you know, come from inside and actually give it to you. But still, try to do it every time you have. So finally, when you're done with the test, everything's done. Like you're done with all of your, you know, math, your verbal and your essay section. You're going to see your score first, and then you're going to, you know, basically select your universities, right? So before you get your score, by the way, you're gonna have to select that you want to submit this score. So do that, and then basically you get your scores and you get the list of universities. I was very happy when I got my score, because actually it was like, you know, my highest scores in one of my highest scores in the mocks that I'd given. So yeah, like you'll get your score, then basically you'll be told to like select your universities. Now what I recommend is you actually memorize the codes of the universities you want. For instance, in my case, I wanted to select a few universities, but then there were multiple entries for those universities, and I couldn't figure out really which university I wanna, like, you know, pick. Also, there's like this thing that you have to select the course with the university, like which course you wanna apply to. So, well, I kind of chose like computer science, but one of my friends told me that you could just, you know, select I'm not sure. So basically there's an option with that name. By the way, this is like not from me, this is from someone else, so check for that option. By the way, I did not check for it, I just select computer science because I did not know. Okay, also the thing that I want to tell you about is, yeah, memorize the university codes, because it's going to be really hard to find some universities. Like I did not plan applying to UC Berkeley or sending my scores even, but then, you know, I couldn't find any university. Otherwise, like, it was so confusing. There were like multiple entries for all the universities, so I had to choose something, so I chose it, right? So don't do don't do it like that. Just make sure you have the codes. Trust me, a lot of people are struggling with this. I've like received a lot of feedback from our friends that we couldn't find our university, or there were multiple entries. You don't want to send it to a wrong university, right? So being on the safer side, I used to, like, you know, look for a university with only a single entry, so, you know, I can be sure that, yeah, this is the university I applied to. So okay, and by the way, you're going to be able to see your scores on your ETS portal in basically 10 days actually, and they're going to, like, you know, show you the universities you applied to with their codes. So don't think that you'll forget, like, you know, forget or anything. Basically you'll have the opportunity to basically get that back. So that will be on your portal. I can send a screenshot of my portal if you'd like. I can probably try to attach it somewhere and, you know, give it in the description. Just comment down below and I'll do that. So anyway guys, all the best for your GRE, and I hope that this video helps you. If there's anything else you need to know, I tried to fit everything into it, that's why it's so long. I'm sorry if you're like, you know, still watching. That's great. Thanks for like coming up to here. Like, give me a thumbs up if that helps you. And yeah, I'm gonna be making a lot of these videos about internships and everything, so hit the subscribe button. All right, thanks and bye.